Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, welcome, welcome. How's everyone doing today? Happy Tuesday. Guys, smash the like button on your way in. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. It is a happy Tuesday, isn't it? The market looks phenomenal. It looks gorgeous. Hey, what's going on, guys? Market looks absolutely delicious today. Bitcoin currently trading at $120,161. Let's go refresh our liquidation heat map and see where we stand. Bears are getting wrecked right now. Wrecked in the rectum. What a beautiful sight. And on a Tuesday, 119.092. Beautiful thing. And then below that, I'm going to go for the big guy, 118.741. And then above, up above, we got 120.319. And then above that, the big guy, I'm going to go way up here, 121.108. Sweet. Okay. So we're about to blast through some liquidation points already. Liquidate some more bears. Beautiful, beautiful sight. I don't know what else to say. Bitcoin looks amazing. Bitcoin dominance broke below 60% again. Hopefully, it broke below it like pretty hard this time. After failing to get back above 61, we rejected 61. First, we rejected 60.5, and then we rejected 61, and then we lingered and we broke below 60.5 again. And we're currently sitting at 59.73. If we close below 60, this could be it for Bitcoin dominance. So we'll definitely be keeping an eye on that for the daily close. ETH is up 8.61%. We have officially reached moon territory, in my opinion, not financial advice. Current all-time high, $4,868 on ETH. Looking beautiful right now. Sitting at 45.86 even. 39 minutes remaining until the daily close. Not much to say here. We are overbought. There is some bearish div if we get a rejection right here. Otherwise, this keeps pumping. RSI pumps, invalidates that bearish div. That's kind of what we want to see. You can see Market Cipher pointing out the bearish divergence already back here with the RSI difference. That being said, number go up. So invalidation is in play. Sol breaking above our purple trend line, which we've been keeping an eye on since, or it's the trend line goes back to July 11th. We've been keeping an eye on it since like August 10th, so not really too much to report here. Tishu said, yo, what do you think on Sol ETH chart? Relevant? More downside? Let's actually go take a look at that. That's quite relevant right now, isn't it? I almost typed USDT. That's embarrassing. What if I said, can I send you shirts from Goodwill? What's wrong with my Minecraft shirt? Nothing wrong with the Minecraft shirt. It's got like a 1980s feel. I gotta flip the camera for you to really catch the words, but no joke. I wore this shirt to the Christmas in July party, the family party, and my Uncle Cecil, really, really cool dude. Very well-respected family member. He's an older gentleman. He's like standing at the pavilion, and I'm like, hey, Uncle Cecil, how are you? I shake his hand, I give him a hug, and then he points at my shirt, and he goes, like I was a toddler, he goes, who are these guys? I was like, they're from the Minecraft movie. So, it was pretty funny. Who are these guys? It's good times, good times. Okay, anyways, Sol ETH. Ooh, 3.84. I mean, it is ETH season right now. So I would say this is relevant to look for a reversal for that official flip on our path to alt season. We're in ETH season right now. Sol is going to be probably leading the large caps. So once this finds a bottom, that might signal the actual official start to alt season. Maybe, I don't know, look for some support right there for sure. Definitely right there. That could be it. We'll keep an eye on it, and if it breaks through that, then we'll put another line, but we're just going to manifest that being the support for now. I like 4 being the support, though. That is big psychological, so maybe it is 4. I do like it. I don't know. I'm going to say it's relevant just because I want it to be alt season. We do have a confirmed green dot on Market Cipher. That's back here, though. It has since kind of been invalidated, but who knows, man. Maybe we'll get like an inverse head and shoulder action. Total 3 is up 4.11% on the day. Did I go through Sol? We broke above our purple trend line. We might come back down for a retest. Otherwise, we're looking for 200 next. Total 3 up 4.11%. Heading towards 1.07. That's exactly where we want to go. Break through that. And then make our way towards 1.13. The previous all-time high. I'm liking the big green candles. Not really a fan of the bearish div. But again, we would have to reject here in order to form that. Otherwise, we could keep going and invalidate that bearish divergence. See Market Cipher again, already pointing it out, that we got bearish div right here. So something to keep an eye on. Break above 1.07 would be ideal. We'll see where we end up. Currently getting a little wiki. ADA's up 8.65% on the day, currently trading at 83.99. ADA skyrocketing today. Along with ETH and Sol. It is an altcoin market today, man. It is an altcoin market. Brendan Hogan said, bro, trading view is bugging. My Solana just stuck. It might be the exchange. But I saw Jason Casper was having trouble with trading view earlier as well. They might be getting a lot of new folks, actually. I would not be surprised. This happens in a bull market as well. You guys got to be fully prepared for exchanges to go down temporarily, for TradingView to not work, for your trades to, like, you're going to close a trade and then you'll look later and it'll still be open, or you'll open a trade and you'll look later and it will have never opened. There's gonna unfortunately be issues like that everywhere during the bull market, because the more people show up, the less prepared for the traffic the exchanges are. That's what they claim, at least. So they're going to try to pinch pennies everywhere that they can. One of those places is just not preparing. They're just going to only fix it when it breaks. So I guess be ready for that. A lot of the times it happens, the price will pump or dump like crazy. Everyone will flood to the exchanges to try to sell or buy, and then everything goes down, which is why you don't want to be one of those people. And a lot of times, unfortunately, it's when the price pumps like crazy, everyone runs to Coinbase or Binance or Crypto.com to try to buy, and they can't, because they like sold earlier and they're now underexposed. I don't know how many times that happened to me last bull market. Let's see. Giovanni said portfolio hit a new all-time high today, and that's with my only not in profit coins being Turbo, Bonk, and Ponk. Tishu said there's no support. It will slice through, maybe. LOL. Where? Did I say that? Tom Selkscout said Tom Lee gonna buy 20 billion of ETH. ETH Sol going lower. Brendan Hilgen said, bro, TradingView was bugging. My Solana just stuck. Philly said 4,600 ETH. What are you showing me, baby? The Heat said so many ETH longs to liquidate. Market makers are like, nah. Brendan Hill. Oh, there's more shorts on ETH than longs, Fahid. Trust me. Brendan Hilgen said, F retail scum clogging my precious exchanges. Just let me take your money. Giovanni said, JJ, how do you fight that? Even on a cold wallet, you have to sell on an exchange. That is not true. That is not true. You can swap to a stablecoin. That is how you fight that. But you still, unfortunately, sometimes dexes go down as well. And that's because the D part in the dex is not actually D. It's like a crossbred centralized, decentralized exchange. And that depends on the dex, of course. But I mean, like, if your dex is primarily hosted on Amazon Web Service, and Amazon Web Service gets clogged or can't handle the traffic, then you have the same exact situation. So, how do you fight that? You just have multiple avenues. If you're decentralized, then you can just go to a different dex, which is great. But yeah, stablecoin swapping. I guess the biggest thing is don't panic sell. You know what I mean? Like, even during the COVID dump, it rebounded very quickly. So it was more of a panic buying the bottom versus panic selling. You know what I mean? Teacher said, where are the shorts? I'm looking at ETH Binance Perps on CoinGlass. I could pull it up on my... Let me pull it up because I saw it. I think I bookmarked it for today as well because I thought it was super interesting. This is... I don't know if it's over the counter or if it's... I think it's ETF shorts. And I see people post about it like once in a blue moon. And it always intrigues me. Right here. Bar chart posted. Ether leveraged net totals record short. Ethereum shorts. Someone call an ambulance because these ETH shorts are wrecked. CFTC cash settled. Other leverage net. Yeah, I'm assuming this is maybe everything or maybe just the ETFs. I have no clue. But this has been enormous since last September. It started growing last September. December got really big. January, February, it was huge. And now it's bigger than it's ever been. So this is what I'm referencing specifically. Where do you find this information? I have no idea. Twitter. Is it 1000% accurate? I don't know. I've seen a bunch of reliable sources post it, and nobody's ever contested it, so I would say yes. But I would also say not financial advice. But yeah, total 3 up 4.16%, looking good. 1.07 break would be awesome. ADA we went through. SNEK is up 10.56% on the day, guys. SNEK today has listed on HTX, Crypto.com, and KuCoin today. 3 enormous exchanges, all on their own. No help from Charles Hoskinson's, no help from IOHK. This is a meme coin with more utility than, than every single utility coin in the ecosystem. Not financial advice. That's just what I personally believe. Next runner up is going to be Strike Finance, but I'm just saying, don't fade the SNEK. Up 10.56% on the day. I'm pretty sure on KuCoin it was up like 40% at some point. So, crazy. Absolutely insane. XRP is up 4.44% on the day, currently trading at 326. XRP's been dancing in between 3 and 340, which is a big range. It's a 10% range. Thereabouts, 12, 13%. So I would like to see it get above 340, hold, and then continue to increase in value. Otherwise, it's just going to keep dancing in between 3 and 340. Waterfly said your beliefs are poor. It's a meme coin. Waterfly, they have revenue. They have a treasury. They have SNEK Fund, which is literally the pump fund on Cardano. They have SNEK Energy. What else do they have? They just bought Security Bot. They have a treasury, like I said. It's never ending. So I disagree. I disagree, my friend. The Heat said, where are the shorts? I read that already. HBAR is up 5.73% on the day. HBAR actually very nicely held this trend line that we drew yesterday that only had 2 points of confluence before. Just established a third, which is really nice. It is currently testing our cancer curing range, which is just above 26.4. We'll see where she goes. Volume could be a little bit better. HBAR is lagging a little bit in the volume department, but it's going up, so can't complain. We do have a confirmed green dot on the momentum wave. Let's see if we can get a confirmed green dot overall and send it. SWE is up 6.22% on the day, currently trading at 387.97. Having trouble getting above 391. If it does, though, $4 should be an easy break. Let's see. I wanted to do an inverse head shoulder here, but I'm not really seeing it. If we do pull back here, we got a potential for a waste management fractal. And I would look for support at 353 if it breaks below 370. I'm not really looking for that to happen because we seem awfully bullish right now, but you never know. We had like a euphoric day today, so I would not be surprised if we have a little bit of a doo-doo day tomorrow. But it could be euphoric again. If this is truly alt season, then we might just go up. Brendan Hogan said, bro, I've made thousands on memes. Play charts and hype. Only play coin functionality for long term. SNEK is a long-term play of mine. I've made more money on SNEK than anything. Let me show you. Nike was my big win before, but SNEK is my long-term play. It's my biggest bag. This right here, I was talking about and accumulating SNEK. Oh, geez. Back here, like at launch. They launched and I bought some. And I just started loading up. I can't get it down here. And it has since gone through 2 full hype cycles, and it's about to start a third. Not financial advice. That's just me. That's just me. But yeah, sweet. About to break 391. We'll see if she can take it. RSI got a bullish cross over the moving average. Green dot on the momentum wave. Ondo's up 7.35% on the day. Broke above $1. It is sitting at $1.05 right now. $1.09 is our next target to break. We do also have a purple trend line that we were riding as support, and it is now resistance. We'll see if we can get above that next as well. Aerodrome up 12.89%. What do you know? The thing that's been pumping like crazy suddenly pumped like crazy. The coin that's been performing really well, performed really well? What? I never would have expected the high volume, high conviction, high momentum coin to have a lot of volume, conviction, and momentum. That's crazy. 12.85% just in this one candle right there. It's up 12.89 on the day. Currently trading above $1.23. It's sitting at $1.24. Right now, if it can close above that and hold above it with conviction, $1.44 might be next. And what's nice is last time we were here, look at how even down here, it was crazy overbought. Up here, crazy overbought. Right here, crazy overbought. All three of those, crazy overbought. Now, it's literally at the same price and it's in the safe zone. It's not as reset as I would like it to be, but it is technically reset. Don't forget to smash the like button. I appreciate you guys for being here. We have approximately, what is that, 15 minutes until the daily close contest starts. Billy said, and SUU is a bit lacking. Come on already. What is SUU? Oh, sweet. Come on already. Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn said, what's up, y'all? Chainlink had a nice day, too. Dude, Chainlink shredded today. Brendan Hogan said, yeah, I'm with you, brother. My second biggest is Bonk right now. Bonk is in one of our portfolios, I think. But yeah, Arrow, absolutely killing it today. Looking good. Pinlink is up 16.21%. Very similar to Aerodrome, but slightly higher. We had a little rejection around 87.69, a bounce off of 75 support, and it broke above 87.69 again. We'll see if she can close above it and head towards $1 next. Pinlink looking good. Big narrative. Waterfly said, None of you people can drive in Pennsylvania, Philly. That's actually funny. That's really funny. Render's up 8.11% on the day, broke back into its beautiful range. We had a little fake out below our purple trend line. Found support at 374, broke right back above that purple trend line, right into our range and above $4 again. It's sitting at 405 right now. If we close above 4 with conviction and hold it, which last time, again, RSI was a little bit spicy. This time around, it's sitting at 60. So I could stand to see it reset a little bit more, but if it's going to close above here and maybe linger for a bit, reset that RSI, I'd be happy. As long as we're sitting in our range, I'm happy. Price looks great. We got our M, we got our W. I want to see that thing break now, because right now we just got a rejection. Next stop, hopefully, if we do close above $4, would be 432. But like I said, there might be some sideways lingering. Stellar's up 4.37%. Stellar never left this range once it got into it. Kind of established like a janky inverse head and shoulders here. Yep, that's exactly what it did. Textbook. And it broke out. And that breakout, look at that. You can't make this stuff up. Stellar's one of those like grandfathered in coins, so the TA looks really good sometimes. Currently sitting at 44.93. We do seem to have some kind of a resistance here. And we are kind of at that midpoint as well in our range, so I would like to see it. I think I want to see it close above 47 in order for me to be bullish about it. Let's see. Tishu said, will ETH smash all-time high on first try, or will it reject? I would love for it to just blast right through it. I think that'd be awesome. Tom Selleck Scout said, feeling like I should dump some non-movers like Chili's and take the loss to grab some more HBAR or AVAX or Sweep. You got to make the decision yourself, man. Dumping the non-movers during a bear market is stupid, but I don't think we're in a bear market anymore. Not financial advice, of course. Giovanni said, it's that time. Shill your degen bags. I want more base plays. Wag me down the street said, hope you all are doing really well. Great trading day. I agree. I had, oh man, what was that trade earlier? It was not my entire portfolio, unfortunately, but I had a 25% trade on ADA, and I got one to share with you guys. I opened up a forever long on SNEK yesterday, I think, or maybe the day before, and I closed it today because it was up 58.55%. Bam! Look at that. Ourbit coming through, clutch. I wonder if it's on Bitunix already. I don't remember. I haven't looked. But yeah, trading portfolio looking pretty dang good. We're currently sitting that. So the Ourbit is not affiliated with the trading portfolio for the compound trading challenge. But our compound portfolio is at 172 at the moment. Where was I going with this? I got sidetracked. We were talking about good trading day. I think I was just reading the chat. Waterfly said I heart AVAX and HBAR. Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn said I was thinking the same goat. Philly said Waterfly LOL. I see you really were in Philly. The drivers are a bunch of picks going through red lights, driving wrong side of the road. Waterfly. It's like a membership where you're not. What? Where you're not invited. Oh. Brendan Hogan said, I don't think liquidity has gone down to memes yet. Still lots of room and time. IMP NFA. Chase 2.0 said, and we're back. Sup family, I missed y'all, ladies and gents. Fahid said, when correction, shake my head. Waterfly said, yes, red lights and stop signs have no meaning. Construction zone doesn't mean anything. Crazy Philly. Mr. Roberts said, hey JJ, hello, all good people. It's been a minute. Happy to catch a live. What's going on, Mr. Roberts? How you been, my friend? You're still highly ranking in the daily close contest, just so you know. Fahid said, what's a stop sign? Yeah, Fahid is in Canada, and so is Mr. Roberts, actually, where the speed limit is so slow that they don't even have stop signs. We got 24 people watching, guys. Don't forget to smash the like button. I appreciate you guys for being here. Yeah, Stellar, I want to see Stellar close above 47, and then we can talk about breaking 52. But it is establishing volume, which is really good. Polkadot is up 7.6%, currently trading at 414, trying to break above 421. It did get above $4, so if it closes and lingers above here, I'll be happy. RSI looks good. Momentum wave pointing to the upside. Fartcoin is up 18.45%. Did anyone take the long on Fartcoin? Anyone at all? We talked about it yesterday. It held 83.27. Great. Broke back above $1 just now. If you would have taken that long, not financial advice, just on like a 4x, you'd be up 100% right now. I'm just saying. Oh, dang. You know, it's really funny. John, you're a mod, so it shouldn't have blocked anything. That's really funny. Philly said waterfly construction zones are where people meet up to drink. Cashjoke said, bro, we got slapped yesterday. The third Monday in a row, then followed by a boom on Tuesday. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Looking good. Look at Farcoin, dude. You don't, this is the fart that you can't trust. And then they wiped, dude. Just a clean wipe. Maybe a bidet even. Took a shower. Something happened. Farcoin looking good. Like Smash, beer open, and on the workbench. Hells yeah. Mr. Roberts, do you like do woodworking or something? I picture you as the guy that does woodworking. You have like a nice woodworking shed. CAS is up 8.31% on the day, currently trading at 9.7 cents. If we can get above 9.78, I would be happy. It's trying. Volume looks really good. We got kind of a bounce at a midpoint in between 82 and 9, right around 87. Had no problem getting back above 9. 9.7 is next. RSI looks great, cross bullish over the moving average. Momentum wave, green dot, pointing to the upside. Unconfirmed green dot on market cipher in general. The heat said crazy Farcoin. I literally said yesterday, I was like, I'm going to take the long. I didn't take the long. And by the way, it's following the fractal perfectly. So if it continues up from here, great. If not, then fractal. I'm just saying. So we got a backup plan for in case it sucks. Avalanche is up 8.34% on the day, currently trading at 24.69, struggling to get above 25. Nice bounce. I guess technically, would it be a bounce? It had a little fake out below 23.20, where it found support around 22.7, 22.6, and broke back above 23.20. Trying for 25 next. RSI looks great. Momentum wave, green dot, pointing to the upside. RSI bullish cross over the moving average. I do woodwork, but tonight it's working on the RC card. Nice. Those break a lot. They do. They really do. Teach you said Farcoin number 1 in CoinMarketCap top gainers. Be careful. Oh, I wouldn't do it now. I was talking about it yesterday. Yesterday, I was like, oh my gosh, this thing's crazy oversold. What happened? We should take the long because of the fractal specifically, because it's following the fractal to a T. So, Avalanche. Yeah, I want to see Avalanche get above 25. Otherwise, maybe it closes below and then comes back down for a midpoint and then breaks it. Bounce off of 24. Chainlink is up 11.39%. Blast into the upside. A little fake out below 21.67. Think of these lines as like planets, and they have gravitational pull. So you get above it, it swings down, and then it swings around, and bam, uses the momentum to explode towards 24.42. We're at 23.49 right now. RSI looks good. Broke above the moving average. Bounced off of it. Hopefully it can use that to get above 24.42. Then it'll probably be overbought again, so exercise caution. Momentum wave point to the upside didn't actually even get bearish on the momentum wave, so Doge is up 6.44% on the day, currently trading at 23.63. A break above 24 would be ideal. Otherwise, we are technically in a downtrend, a descending broadening wedge, which I believe is supposed to be bullish. So we'll see how that turns out. RSI got a bullish cross over the moving average, and your momentum wave got a green dot pointing to the upside. NIR is up 7.3%, currently trading at 279. 299 is the next stop. This is also similar to Doge, descending broadening wedge. Bullish cross over the moving average on the RSI. And a green dot on your momentum wave pointing to the upside. Pengu's up 2.89%, currently trading at 3.7 cents. Did not quite get down to 3.3. It bounced off of 3.5 actually. And it's lingering out right now. This candle right here is 6.15%. Volume could be a little bit better. RSI almost rejecting at the moving average. We'll see what turns of that. Your momentum wave did get the green dot though, and it is pointing to the upside there. So it's got that going for it. Silver chilling at 37.91. I'm still surprised that it's holding above 36. That's actually crazy to me. This thing pumped and held, which never happens. Silver pumps and dumps. It does not pump and hold. MicroStrategy down 1.46% on the day, still maintaining a minuscule uptrend on the lower time frame. Higher time frame uptrend is intact. Let's see if we can break and get a hold of 500 eventually. That's what I'm looking for. DXY, very choppy, very sideways, very down. Big wick, which is weird. How does the wick even occur on the DXY? NASDAQ, record highs today. I think S&P, I know for sure, record highs. Literally following the fractal to a T. The way that the money's being added to the S&P is so uniform that you can predict it months ahead of time. And I did exactly that by literally just copy pasting a fractal. I don't want any credit for this one because it was way too easy and stupid. Not financial advice. We took a dump. We literally took this dump and put it here. And it did that. It went boop. It's too easy, man. Not financial advice. The money moves the same. Relevant to the time frame and the time period. We're in 2025 right now. I took a fractal from like 2024, 2023, and it moved the exact same. It was a little bit bigger. So Bitcoin dominance 59.64. Hopefully it closes below 60. That would be my most ideal situation. Bitcoin itself up 1.32%, currently trading at 122.49.99. Knocking on this liquidation. Did we take it or not? It's hard to tell. We got less than 3 minutes remaining until the daily close contest, so make sure you guys stick around for that. If you're unfamiliar and want to participate, let me know in the chat and I'll give you the rules. Basic TLDR, submit your guess for the price of Bitcoin at the daily close. You got a 5-minute window starting at 7:50 p.m. EST, ends at 7:55 p.m. EST. It's first come, first serve. Closest without going over. You nail the first 6 digits, you win $20. You nail all 8, which includes the change, you win $100. If you don't do either of those, but you are closest without going over, you win bragging rights. Let's see. Cash Oak said, we retrace days in 4-hour candles. LOL. That is the bull market. Waterfly said, I know Philly, but it wasn't next to funeral and hotel. I don't know what that means. Fahid said, Tishu, can you dump it for me? Giovanni said, can we see SWE 1-year chart when you get to it? Unverified said, we should start doing daily close for ETH too. What if, how would that work? Tyler's, Tyler came in with another guess. That's actually really funny. I will tell you why that's funny after the daily close contest. Mr. Tyler submitting an early guess, which you can do if you become a channel member. Any channel member tier can submit a guess up to 1 hour early. We got 1 minute and 22 seconds remaining on the clock until the daily close contest begins. Brandon Hilgen said, JJ, I know nobody can predict the market, but do you think we will follow the past cycles and see it drop off end of August? I do not know. I do not know. I would not be surprised if that did happen. We got to be prepared for anything. And by drop off, what's the average percentage is what I would want to know. Mr. Roberts said, took some chips off the table with Link today. Sold 80% of the bag at 100%, 101% up. I know it's likely premature, but I needed a good bit of cash. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. Congrats, Mr. Roberts. Ladies and gentlemen, Bitcoin Daily Close Contest less than 1 minute away. Get your guesses ready. Yeah, Bitcoin has yet to break that liquidation. It's close, though. It is very close. No one ever lost money taking profits. No one has ever lost money taking profits. Remember that. Ladies and gentlemen, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get your guesses in for the daily close contest. Thank you for participating and smashing the like button. Donations are appreciated, including photos of phallic foods for the daily close contest prizes. I got Mr. Tyler. 120, 169.69. Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn coming in with 120.020.20. What if I said I sold an ETH yesterday for hooker and bunch of steaks? Did you? Is Omaha Steaks still around? I gotta look that up. I remember my dad ordering Omaha Steaks, and it was like the president was coming over or something. He freaked out. And he like put it on the counter and he opened the thing and the smoke came out from the dry ice. It was pretty sick actually. We got Tom Selleck Scope coming in with 120, 230. We got Justin Makachek coming in with 120, 269. Machacek. I got it again. Look at that. I'm good, man. I'm good at that. We got Giovanni Fontes coming in with 120, 320. You guys are going to make me so dyslexic with this crap. We got Fahid coming in with 120, 102. We got Waterfly coming in with 120, 152. We got Janix coming in with 120, 259, 11. You know what? I got a lot more respect for when people put the change. Is that weird? Brandon Hilgen coming in with 120, 314 and 27 cents. We got Philly coming in with 8,000. I like that Waterfly said no one can drive out there, and Philly's name is Philly Driver. Waterfly said I give 50 respect unlike others. Jack Toffolo, sick name. 120, 678. Mr. Robert said, oh damn, I just jacked my guess under Giovanni. You jacked Giovanni? That's crazy. There will be no jacking each other in the chat, please. JShear 2.0. Guess in the Discord. If you guys ever go to submit your guess and you don't see me type it in, but you submitted it and it's there with everybody else's, there's a good chance that YouTube filtered it out and no one else can see it but you. In which case, you should join the Discord, submit it there. It'll be timestamped, so you have nothing to worry about. Just let me know in this chat that you submitted it in the Discord, just like JShear 2.0 always does. Thank you, JShear 2.0. 120.06969. Did we get that already? Let me double check. No. Interesting. Huh. Wow. Unverified said I submitted mine 3 times. Okay, try going in the Discord or put letters in between each number. Put like the letter A in between each number. Or every 3 numbers, put a word. Sometimes you got to get creative with it. Brendan Hogan said we love to jack each other here. Nothing like a good jacking with the boys. Mr. Robert said I did read that after I typed it and regretted my words right away. I'm keeping my guess though. Okay. You got to respect the conviction. Ladies and gentlemen, you have 55 seconds remaining on the clock. For you, it's actually less because there's a delay from the YouTube stream. So get your guess in. Unverified. Yeah, try it like, I don't know if there's a good example. Tyler submitted his way earlier. What if I said circle jerk time? Brendan Hilgen put 120K 314H 27 CENT. And his went through fine. So maybe do that. Or just like I said, the letter A in between every single number. You gotta get funky with it because YouTube doesn't like numbers. Billy said 8K was a joke. My guess is 120 555 00. Alright, I'll get you in a second, Philly. Degenair coming in right at the last second. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up. Unverified said I put mine in Discord too. I actually don't see yours in Discord. Did you DM me or something? What Discord? Alright, let me get Philly and Degenair and Unverified. We can figure that out in a second. Philly's changing his 120 555 and Degenair. Degenair coming in with 120 111. All right, that's it, ladies and gents. Yeah, degen or unverified. I'm not seeing it in the Discord. Let's get these bad boys up on the board. We got a lot of guesses today. We might have gone over our threshold, which is fine. Jesus. How many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we are one over, which is totally fine. I'm fine with that. I'm totally fine with that today. Now the question is, can I get them in on time? 126.78. Check Tuffalo. Did I sort these already? And then we got Philly. 120.555. Then we got Giovanni. 120.320. And then Brendan Hogan, 123.14.27. And then we got Jason Justin. Makachek. 122.69. Nice. And then we got Janix 122.59.11. And then we got Tom Soliscote 122.30. And then we got Tyler Yetzer 120.169.69. Okay, I got 2 minutes and 12 seconds. Waterfly 120.152. Degener 120.111. Fahid 120.102. 120.069. Oops, that's awkward. And 120.020.20. There's no time for me to mess around with this one. There's too many people. Ladies and gentlemen, you got 64 seconds remaining on the clock for the daily close contest. Thank you very much for participating. Mr. Unverified, you are late now, my friend. I apologize. You're going to have to get in there next time. I goes, the rules don't really matter. All right. 47 seconds remaining on the clock. This is the candle that will determine the fate of our winner. Currently, Waterfly is in the lead. Tyler very close behind. A big wick up top, though, so I'm not sure Tyler's going to get it this time. Good, because he won yesterday. If he wins today, then there is something supernatural occurring. Waterfly taking it so far. 28 seconds remaining. 120, 161, and 66 cents. Waterfly's guess 120, 152. Very close to a potential $100 win. We shall see what happens. 17 seconds left on the clock. Mr. Roberts said, is my guess in there? I don't think so. Yeah, I didn't get your guess, Mr. Roberts. 120, 132, 2, 1. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. The winner of today's daily close contest is Degener. The Bitcoin daily close, 120, 134, and 8 cents. Congratulations, Degener, on your victory. Ladies and gentlemen, spam the bananas in the chat for our winner. With a guess of 120, 111. Very cool. Very nice. Congratulations, Degener, on your victory. Now give me like 10 minutes to clean all this up. Do you guys remember? Because I think I did something. I just got to get the new liquidation points. Okay, no, I think we're good. I think we're good. We're good. Congratulations, Degener, on your victory. Ladies and gentlemen, spam the bananas in the chat. Mr. Roberts, I'm curious, what was your guess? Because YouTube definitely didn't let me see it, but I just want to know. Because if you would have won, that would have been crazy. That it just so happened to not go through. Congratulations, Degener, on your victory. Let me add you to the winner's Google Doc after. Yay! Degener, are you Canadian? You do have to let me know if you're Canadian. All right, very cool, very nice. Degener establishing himself. That is Degener's first win, ladies and gentlemen. We have a first win for Degener tonight. Witnessing history, possibly. Our first $100 winner eventually, maybe. Who knows, man? You faked me out last time with the KYC disclaimer. Well, congratulations. Are you Canadian, though? I do genuinely, I mark it on the board. We have Mr. Roberts and Fahid are both Canadians. The Canadians, okay. Well, then I'll shut up. The Canadians are I think, outranking our top performers with wins because everyone else is from everywhere else on the board. Congratulations, Degener. Guys, spam the bananas in the chat. All right, let's transition over. And can I get a drum roll, please? The winner of today's daily close contest with a guess of 120, 111, and 0 cents, and an actual Bitcoin daily close of 120, 134, and 8 cents on August 12th, 2025. Mr. Degener's prize is a pig in a blanket. A hot dog that Tyler didn't win? What? Feel free to add condiments of your own. We do not have any condiments. Our budget is very low this time around. But feel free to add your own. You can take it home, warm it up in the microwave. You can eat it right here, right now with your hands, with fork and knife if you brought your own, whatever. Share it with somebody if you please. But if you do, you are legally obligated to remove it from the premises. Congratulations once again on your victory. Enjoy. $123.08. Okay. Yeah, let's see. 123.08. Mr. Robbers. Sometimes you have. That's why I was a little bit concerned because you have slipped through the cracks before, where I didn't see it. I said daily close contest. We got Tom Selleck. Your name is green. Janix, and then you said, "Oh damn, I just jacked my guess," which I did read. It didn't occur to me that you didn't get your guess in. So yeah, it's not there. And then I said time's up. So just as proof. Pork and puff pastry. Oh, dude, it's so good. Pigs in a blanket, especially if you put a little slice of American cheese in there. Everyone talks crap about American cheese, and I get it. It is very plasticky, so I don't disagree with the hate. But I've also seen arguments. People are like, "What's the best cheese on your hamburger?" Or "What's the best cheese with this or that?" And it's the point is to name things that are great with American cheese, because there are certain things that you can only have with American cheese. Any other cheese would ruin it. I had a breakfast sandwich one time at Cracker Barrel where they used like cheddar, and I almost threw up because it was like so much. It was like cheese. And I was like, it was too much. And I'm a breakfast sandwich like maxi, so kind of turned me off breakfast sandwiches for like a month. Messed me up, dude. Brendan Hilgett said, meat pickle in a bun again. It's getting fishy in here. What was going to be crazy is if Tyler won. Because every time, I don't tell anyone what the daily close prize is going to be. I do it, and then it gets announced live. Like, you guys witness the reveal all at once. Nobody ever knows unless they submit it. Tyler has won every hot dog. Like, the past 3 or 4 hot dogs, Tyler has won. So I decided, since he won yesterday for the first hot dog in a long time, I decided to do a hot dog today to see if he would win. And he almost won. It was pretty close for a second. DJ Nair said, not a huge fan of American cheese either. Mainly on greasy hamburgers. It's plastic. It's plastic. American cheese is plastic, or at least the Kraft singles. But on hamburgers, ooh. On hamburgers, and have you ever put a slice of, next time you have sloppy joes, put some mustard on it and put a slice of American cheese. Make sure it's melty. Make sure that the sloppy joe is hot, and you put it on the bun, and then you put the American cheese, fold the corners, and then put the fucking mustard on there, and then eat it, and it's so good, dude. It's so yummy. Tom Self-Scout said, bro has no taste in food, hates Jersey Mike's, and likes American cheese, which is pure ass. I just like it on hamburgers, man. Mr. Roberts said, I'm totally making pigs in a blanket for my kids this weekend. I was literally photoshopping this, and my fiance was like bringing me my drink. I was like, man, this pig in a blanket looks so good. We haven't had this in forever. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got some news articles to go through while Bitcoin decides if it wants to pump or dump. Dominance did close below 60. Let's go. Huge victory for altcoins. Let's see if we can hold it down here this time. Last time it rebounded very quick. What we don't want is a W. A W would bode probably bad for a short period of time for alts. And short period of time for alts feels like months. So it'd probably only be like a week or two, but man, that would be miserable. But we'll see. It won't be the end of the world. More accumulation. No big deal. Let's get into some news articles. We got 14 billion in Bitcoin shorts are set to be liquidated if Bitcoin hits 125K. Let's go. ADA Golden Cross daily incoming. Last time it went 232%. Not financial advice. Retail traders now account for more than 20% of total equity across equity options volume, the most in history. Breaking, Apple approves first ever iOS game that accepts Bitcoin payments. Huge news. CME Group, this one was crazy. CME Group on Twitter published this ad. The catchphrase altcoin season is gaining significant traction among cryptocurrency traders. What's driving the recent altcoin rally, and what could this mean for Bitcoin? And they got this several minute long cryptocurrency commercial, which is crazy. This is your short chart, Fahid. Ethereum shorts, someone call an ambulance, because these shorts are record, like historic shorts on Ethereum are getting absolutely decimated. Again, I don't know if this counts as ETF shorts or if it counts all of the shorts everywhere. It's just kind of an amazing sight, honestly. Made me laugh. We got S&P 500 officially rises to a new all-time high, now up nearly 33% from its April 2025 low. Very cool. This one was big news. SNEK listed on KuCoin, HTX, and Crypto.com today. I think I already shared that, but KuCoin is doing a ton of promotional things. So is HTX, I'm sure. Crypto.com might do that as well. So keep an eye on that if you guys want to maybe have a chance to win some SNEK. Not financial advice, of course. July CPI inflation was unchanged at 2.7%, below expectations of 2.8%. Core CPI inflation rises to 3.1%, above expectations of 3.0%. Core CPI inflation is now above 3.0% for the first time since February 2025. The Fed is in a tough spot. They should just cut rates. Nobody cares. Trump said tariffs are not causing inflation. Consumers aren't even paying them. It's weird. Every time he says stuff, eventually it becomes true. And then people are like, whoa, he said that, didn't he? And they're like mind blown that he isn't just blatantly lying to everyone's face. So, I mean, what benefit would that be to him? He's already said, and I think I pointed this out, he's not concerned about money anymore, dude. Why would he be bothered with money? He specifically said in an interview, I would love to be known as the man that saved our country. He's doing this for legacy. And if you lie, you fumble your legacy. Now, people might bring up the island files. That's a completely different story. Let's see if the dude can fix the economy. Bar chart posted, the odds of a September rate cut have soared to over 94%. I think we're getting a September rate cut for sure. U.S. corporate bankruptcies are at recession levels. U.S. large bankruptcies hit 446 year to date, the most since 2010, a year after the financial crisis. even though every time they bring it up, it's 2008. 1 year sounds better than 2 years, I suppose. This is higher than the full years 2021 and 2022. In July alone, there were 71 filings, the most since the 2020 crisis. Shocking start of the day. Data center energy consumption has reached a record 5% of total U.S. power demand. So, energy sector stocks, probably really good idea to invest in. Not financial advice, of course, but I don't think AI is going anywhere anytime soon, and I don't think that it's going to become any more or less efficient. They're probably just going to have to produce more electricity. This percentage is now estimated to more than double over the next 5 years, according to McKinsey. Additionally, data center load is set to account for up to 40% of net new demand added until 2030. Overall electricity demand for data centers is expected to grow at compounded annual growth rate of 23% through 2030. Energy will soon be the AI bottleneck. Yes, it will. It's going to be crazy. And then people are going to be, they're going to bottleneck what you can and can't use AI for as well, in order to make sure that the important things are still able to use it. MetaPlanet buys another 518 Bitcoin worth $61 million. They now hold 18,113 Bitcoin worth $2.1 billion. Tom Stock said nuclear, make that energy. Hell yeah. John said, psh, I have no feelings. The bear market made sure of that. That is true. Tom Stock said hamburgers should have cheddar. Go to an In-N-Out, you heathen. We don't have In-N-Out here. We have, I don't actually, I'm going to go to my local burger joint and ask them what, because the local burger place is phenomenal. And I believe the dude won awards before he, like, moved back here and opened up a restaurant. That probably is going to dox me. If you guys show up and try to, like, rob me of my crypto, just so you're aware, you're not going to get any of it. And you're probably just going to kill me. So, don't figure out where I live and try to kidnap me or something, please. I'm a Cardano holder. You don't want my crypto. U.S. inflation remains at 2.7%. $40 million worth of ETH shorts liquidated in the past 60 minutes. That was 11 hours ago. Pretty crazy. Wagme said In-N-Out is trash. I've never actually had an In-N-Out. It looks good, though. When I've seen people eating it, it visually looks way better than, like, McDonald's or Burger King. I will say that. Tishu said, imagine Bitcoin blast to 199K and altcoins underperform again. Is it possible? Probably. I feel like that's incredibly possible. President Trump says he's considering a major lawsuit against Fed Chair Jerome Powell. That kind of made me laugh a little bit. Treasury Secretary Bessent says the Fed should think about 50 basis points cut in September. John said, so I should pull all my video and sound devices from your apartment then? Yes, Cardano. You probably heard me talk about Cardano. You should have pulled them a long time ago. Wag me down the street said, Five Guys trash. Oh, for sure. Higher tier trash. That's fair. I mean, any fast food is trash. I feel like I would never disagree with that argument. You know what burger place was phenomenal? Cheeseburger in Paradise. It was a Warren Buffett chain, and I think that they went out of business, but man, their burgers were phenomenal. They had all like the gigantic margarita things that your mom would order. All right. We got 135 million worth of ETH shorts liquidated in the past 60 minutes. That was 3 hours ago. U.S. Treasury Secretary Bessent says India is not being cooperative in trade talks. Who'da thunk? SwePay went live on Sui Network. That was huge. In my opinion, Solana Pay and SwePay are the future of merchant economy. Watch the adoption curve explode. No need to pay 5% merchant banking and card acceptance. No credit card fraud and clawbacks. No general ledger software, accountants, and auditors, all on chain instantly. Bessent is quoted saying the Fed should think about 50 basis point cut in interest rates in September. Bullish IPO tomorrow. Secure pre-sale NASDAQ BLSH on Robinhood app at 32 to 33 a share. Not financial advice. Ethereum season has started. According to Stock Money Lizards, we got a chart here. 2019 ETH BTC breaking out. 2025 ETH BTC breaking out. Another Stock Money Lizards post. Bitcoin is approaching a critical phase and might be before another impulsive wave up. I used to post way more real Bitcoin macro charts, so this one is a bit like nostalgia. Although I believe these historical comparisons are somewhat outdated and comparing fractals is not really a thing anymore since Bitcoin has matured, grown, and has been adopted, it still gives an interesting perspective. That's what we like to do here. We like to look at various perspectives. Despite a 700% run, the big "my neighbor just asked me about Bitcoin" run has not happened. As I said, Bitcoin has matured, but the crypto universe attached still offers the possibility for these runs, futures, ordinals, etc. Let's wait and see. My take is we are going higher. Base case 180 to 200K by early 2026. Bull case 300K. 300K Bitcoin is insane. But I agree with the idea that we have not hit the "my neighbor just asked me about Bitcoin" run. Colin Talks Crypto posted an update. Colin Talks Crypto is our Bitcoin M2 money supply guy. Update, basically, number go up. Now, the question is, are we going to spike up and then curl back down like this chart? Or are we just going to slow bleed up and kind of follow it in a more clean manner? What's nice is it looks like every spike that we got and drawdown was not huge on Bitcoin compared to all of the other assets. So it might literally go like, boop, a little pump and dump, which I'm totally okay with. TechDev posted patterns within patterns. Bitcoin's small cup and handle targets 150K. The big one, 300K. Identifying your token portfolio's nested structures to help project where it's going. Oh boy, I did not mean to click on an article. My bad. SharpLink bought 5,226 Ethereum. Now holds 604,026 ETH, worth 2.69 billion. Nice. A drop below 4,072 could trigger 2.36 billion in ETH long liquidations, while a move above 4,499 may liquidate 1.82 billion in shorts. Basically, long liquidation is more lucrative, so they're probably going to bring it down. Eric Trump says 0.1 Bitcoin is going to be worth an absolute fortune one day. I believe him. The most underrated chart in the world of finance, Bitcoin, US dollar versus global M2 money supply, number go up. Your altcoins are historically about to make you insanely rich. I like this one. 2017, August 1st, blast off. 2021, August 1st, blast off. 2025, August 1st, blast off. Mustache posted, altcoins, the next few months are the most important months of the entire cycle. If you do it right, you can shape your life according to your wishes. I like that one. Merlin the Trader, altcoins are about the 10x. In 2021, the setup sent altcoins parabolic. In 2025, it's gunning for 7.66 trillion. Fuel is loaded, ignition sequence started. Miss it, and you'll be buying the top. You are here. I can feel it, Mr. Krabs. Wrecked Fencer. Breaking Bitmine Immersion Tech is planning to raise 20 billion to buy ETH. Last time ETH treasury companies bought 10 billion ETH, it pumped from 2K to 4,500. Imagine what a 20 billion buy will do. 15,000 ETH is programmed. What do you guys think? 15K for ETH? I feel like that's kind of crazy. But who knows, man? We might actually hit it. And last but not least, we got the S&P 500 officially closes above 6,400 for the first time in history. This puts the S&P 500 up 33% from its April 2025 bottom. That's plus $13.5 trillion in 4 months. Crazy. Bitcoin getting a little pullback here, 120.24. Congratulations, Degenerate, once again on your victory. Let me check the chat. You guys talked a lot. John said, don't know why anyone would get fast food when you could just get an Italian hoagie. Tom Salkscoat said people come from other states just to have In-N-Out. Drive-through line is 20 to 30 minutes regardless the time of day. It can be 11 a.m. or midnight, so yeah, it's good. Or it's addictive. It could just be habit forming, like legit. John said, or even a meatball parm. Wag Me Down the Street said, Fuddruckers, so good. Tom Salkscoat said, John, you on the East Coast, I'm assuming? John said, yes. I cannot imagine they'll cut 50 basis points. That would cause market panic. Tom Salkscoat said, Yeah, you ain't getting a meatball parm in Cali. Really? John said, yeah, well, California sucks then, doesn't it? Dude, nobody's talking about crypto except people who've been staring at the charts for the past 4 years. Exactly. Tom Silkscoat said the weather in Cali disagrees. John said HVAC, I has it. Wagged me down the streets cracking up. He said, I've been to Cali twice, and I have to say the weather was fantastic. John said, give me a meatball parm or give me death. Mr. Robert said, going to the shed before finishing putting the RC car back together. Good to hear you, JJ. Gents, great to hear you all out there, too. Peace. Take it easy, Mr. Roberts. Appreciate you for stopping by and smashing the like button. Happy Tuesday, my friend. Wag me down the street said, but I'm from deep south, so everywhere is nicer, sort of. Tom Soxcoat said, HVAC ain't gonna let you go for a bike ride on the beach in December. LOL. Man loves his meatball parm. I like snow, man. It's weird to me that people are like, I don't want any snow ever in my entire life. Screw the snow. It's fun, dude. You gotta have variety. Like, people claim that they get seasonal depression. I get, like, lack of seasonal depression. If there's no change of seasons, I'm going to be depressed all the time. It's just always hot and gross out. I hate it. I can't do it. I refuse. I'm sorry. Plus, I don't like to wear shorts. Shorts are weird. People seeing my legs and shit. John said, I guess it depends on how big your house is, doesn't it? Nah, I could actually give up the meatball parm, but I could never give up Italian hoagies. Tishu said most of the altcoin calls are wrong until one is lucky call and they'll make a big deal out of it. Who? Tom Stokes said, see all your 2012 Bitcoin. Sell all your 2012 Bitcoin so you can bike ride in your house. I like it. Wag me down the street said, I'd love to live in like Colorado. Yeah, Colorado sounds amazing. John said, absolute fact, shorts suck. Giovanni said, I love South Arizona because I don't have to deal with snow. But if we want a snow day, it's only 2 to 3 hours up drive. Tom Stokes said, you don't like to change your shirt either. You know, if that's my meme that you guys place upon me, then I'm okay with it. I would rather be the guy that doesn't change his shirt than anything else. Tishu said, who the altcoin predictions on X? Oh yeah, 1000%. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Like people predicting specific altcoins, or the people calling for like alt season? I guess we haven't, they've all been like macro analysis. So besides the people being like alt season starts tomorrow, those ones most likely have been wrong consistently. Let's go take a look at total 3 really quick. 1.06 trillion still. We are chilling. Little potential struggle here. Kind of wondering if we're going to get like this. Let's see. That would be bad. John said, oh snap, that's actually a great poll question. What is the poll question? Going down to South Park, gonna have myself a time. What's the poll question, John? Shorts? Or snow? Or how often do you change your shirt? Okay. Total 2. Guys, don't forget to smash the like button. I appreciate you guys for joining me. Happy Tuesday. Total 2 looks way better than Total 3. Because ETH is sucking up all that liquidity. Currently 1.62 trillion. The current local high is 1.64. Current all-time high is 1.71. Soon as we break 1.71, it is go time. 1.64 is probably going to be where we establish our foundation to get that momentum to break above 1.71. Oh, interesting. I accidentally copied that exact move right there. Huh. I kind of like that. John said, if you have to not change one article of clothing for the rest of your life, what would it be? Common article of clothing, that is. Shorts, pants, shorts, underwear, or socks. Do I get to wash it, though? Shorts, pants. For the rest of your life, it would fall apart. Every shirt that I ever owned, I go through like a year. It's trash after a year, if I'm lucky. Hat. I'm going with hat. Okay, let's see if we get this kind of range establishment in between 164 and 171 on total 2. And then total crypto market cap obviously looks tremendous, about to break through our purple trend line, which is not a trend line. The purple line is actually a bull flag breakout estimate, which is targeting 4.13. What would suck really bad is if we hit that and then bleed out for 5 months again. Oh man, imagine that's what happens. Oh, that would be so awful. Dude, I think I would be mad if that happened. Maybe it would hold 3.2. I'm not even going to talk about it. What an awful segment. Volume looks great, though. Look at volume. It's actually like you can see it doing the banana curve. Sick. Giovanni goes, why? JJ, shut up. Why even say that? I'm sorry. We have to consider all possibilities. Bitcoin dominance. Ooh, she going down 59.61. Tom Scott said, "Bro, stop it. Seek help." I'm living in it, man. I'm living in the bear market. I'm just stuck here. I'm not gonna be savvy, but I'm okay with talking about it. You gotta have a little bit of dark humor sometimes. All right, we got some news articles we finished. We gotta do an update of our portfolios. The 1K to 10K Grok portfolio is still down $9.50. Currently being held up by Sol, Render, ADA, and Ondo. And then everything else is down. We got Proppy, Doge, Fetch, Near, Shib, and Aptos. Aptos being down $21. Everything else down a little bit less. Next, we got our Memecoin portfolio, which is doing great. Wagby Nose Tree said great. Now we're poor again. Memecoin portfolio currently in profit $101. Absolutely shredding to the upside. SNEK is in profit $16 for the first time since it went negative. SNEK is in profit in the Memecoin portfolio. Let's have, what do we do? A moment of silence. Pledge allegiance to the flag. Everyone just pay your respects to SNEK. What a legend. Giga Chad, unfortunately, still down $71. The rebound should be tremendous if it does have one. With and Pepe been killing it. With, though, is up 50% or 14. Would it be? What would it be? 40 something? I don't know. It's up like 50%. $97. Looking good. Pepe also up $56. SNEK is up 16. Doge is break even, and Giga Chad is down, like I said, $71. And then we got our narrative portfolio, the best performer and my favorite, the most stable, most safe. This portfolio is made up of one meme coin, one artificial intelligence coin, one decentralized physical infrastructure coin, one real world asset coin, and one gaming coin, and it is absolutely killing it. Currently, it is in profit $139.96. VeChain still the only asset that is negative. It is down $6. Decentraland is up 12. Fetch is up 23. Tau is up 35, and Pepe is up 74. Looking good. And then we got our perfect entry portfolio, which we're kind of waiting for a pullback on, which we might not get. The perfect entry portfolio, I don't know, we're 60% of the way done. And unless we get some crazy scenario, we might be having to add to this on the way up, which is fine because I'm expecting retail to pile in and do the same thing. That's the idea, is that we're buying this right before the enormous break to the upside. Every single asset is either break even or up. Render's down like 20 cents. I'm going to call it break even. But this portfolio has been established solely by the community. You guys voted and picked, and this is what we ended up with. Chainlink is up $55, leading the pack. Swee's up $26, ETH is up $18, Ondo's up $18, Sol is up $6, and Render is break even. But it looks good, man. Looks good. Very exciting stuff. The 1K to 10K Grok portfolio. This is Grok version 3, by the way. I feel like I should specify. The 1K to 10K Grok portfolio is 60% Grok. The other 40% were like weird suggestions that the program doesn't even have access to. They were like micro caps. So we didn't even add those. We had the community vote on the other 40%. So this is where we're at. It's definitely, you can definitely see the path to alt season in this because the higher caps are doing better, except for Doge. For some reason, Doge is just trash. But you definitely see the trickle down effect essentially. All we don't have in here is ETH, but we have ETH in the perfect entry portfolio. So, believe it or not, though, Chainlink and SWE are outperforming it. Chainlink is outperforming it like crazy. Chainlink is just flying, dude. We've been talking about it, and I've mentioned it probably way too many times, but Chainlink is the only reliable oracle. It really is. I've seen so many oracles come and go, and everyone's like, "Oh my gosh, have you seen this? It's the next big oracle." No, it's not. None of them are, and they always collapse because they fail somewhere. An oracle failing is like, instead of like imagine the oracle is the US dollar. If the US dollar fails, everything in the United States collapses. So everything in the United States is all of the programs that use that oracle. When the oracle fails, everything falls apart. You can't have an oracle that doesn't do its job. It's supposed to reference data and provide that data, accurate data. When something goes wrong there and it causes a depeg, then everything just basically goes up in flames. And I've watched that happen way too many times. I do not trust any oracle besides Chainlink. And it's kind of a meme that they partner with everybody, but everybody kind of has to partner with them because they know what the hell they're doing. It's not rushed. It's clearly done well enough to be reliable, and nobody can really compete with them. They've kind of monopolized the oracle market. So I'm not surprised at all that it's flying right now. It's genuinely like a necessity for DeFi. So I think Chainlink is going to do surprisingly well this time around. Congratulations, Degenair, once again on your victory. Enjoy your pig in a blanket. Bitcoin still cooling off here. What's interesting is alts couldn't care less. Altcoins already up 2.35%. Woo! Shredding. Let's see what else we got. Anything crazy? Everything else is less than 1%. That's funny, dude. Yeah, Farcoin had a mean recovery. Look, it literally ate that up already. It actually pumped back faster than it dumped. That's how it happens, man. This is the epitome of a bear market versus bull market. The bear market takes 3 years. The bull market takes 1. So if you miss that 33, or what would it, that would be 25%. 25% of the time you have the opportunity to make a crap ton of money. The other 75%, you're probably watching the price of the asset bleed out for 3 years plus. Now, is that going to change? Maybe. Until it does, though, I'm sticking with the 4-year theory. Let's actually, what should we check? I guess we should do liquidation heat map for sure. All right, liquidation heat map, symbol, 12 hours, zoom in. And then I want to look at Plan B's stock to flow. We got 119.068. Get out of Farcoin. Nope. Okay. And then we got 118.722. I think it was Giovanni yesterday. I mentioned doing the haunted graveyard video or whatever. I'm going to get the camera and the mic for that. 120.279. And then we're going to go do that and make that video. And then we're going to start doing more stuff like that on the channel because it's fun. 120, 538. And the haunted mansion that I went to, that I posted on YouTube about. Where do I go for this one? I guess I'll go up. Why not go all the way up top? Let's manifest 122, 613. Yeah, let's get up there, man. I'm gonna go film that eventually too. I want to plan for that, but we're probably gonna start with the graveyard and the crazy story, and it should be fun. Okay, I'm gonna get the camera and the mic for that. Marcos Apin du Emerald said, "Would you please have a look at virtuals and SNAI USDT?" Yes, I will. HQZ said, "JJ, I love you, bro. No homo." I love you too, HQZ. Giovanni said, "Let's effing go. My wife and I love watching those kind of videos, abandoned building and graveyard, stuff like that." Heck yeah. I live for that stuff, dude. I've never done it myself, besides the one that we just recently did, but the videos, old school BuzzFeed Unsolved guy, new watcher, enjoyer. There's a little bit of drama around them right now, but I don't, really care. I thoroughly enjoy the content, so. 1 year sweet chart. Yes. Okay, so I'm going to do the 1 year sweet chart first, Marcos, and then I'll get to you because Giovanni's been waiting for a bit. HUZ said, "What is the saying? Don't kiss the messenger." Marcos, okay, we're going to do 1 year sweet. You mean you want to look at like the 12? What do you want to look at? Like the weekly, the monthly? Because you can do that. I know you don't want to look at that 12-month, right? Because that's just up only. I should go to a different suite just so that we can actually see what we're looking at. Yeah. Whew. Okay, so probably not 12-month, right? Let's go to the weekly. And then just zoom out so you can see the year. Oh my gosh. Is that what you're talking about? I mean, let me put this on the daily. Dude, you got a little double bottom action, breakout, retest, confirmation. I kind of like that. Look at the volume too. Where's my RSI? There you go. That looks great. Yeah, look at this. You had a confirmed red dot right there, which led to that downtrend. You got a green dot on your momentum wave, which pushed it up. And you're currently chilling. You got a break above your RSI. Got a break above the moving average, retest, confirmation bullish. So, sweet looks good on the daily, man. Looks great. Look how uniform that downtrend looks, too. That's a little suspicious. I guess it kind of has uniform downtrends, though, doesn't it? It's so odd. Okay, and then Marcos wanted me to take a look at virtuals. I know what you meant, Giovanni. Virtuals protocol on MXC. Let's go. Okay, so we got some lines on this bad boy. Already established. I hate when my laptop tries to shut off. Okay, let me zoom in a little bit. So you got support at 132 based on previous confluence, and it did a little fake out below it for a quick second, but it's holding right now. If you do break below that, I would look for, there's a little bit of interim support line right here at 114-ish. So, but that's new, so just keep that in mind. Volume's falling off a cliff a little bit. You got a confirmed red dot right here, which seems to have played out. Yeah, I would want to see it hold this 134 level and then get a move up and hopefully break 155 next. Otherwise, you're looking for a pullback at least 114, which is kind of a midpoint in between 96 cents and $1.34. And then you wanted me to look at SNAI USDT. Let's say swarm node. Okay, let me see if I can find one that's clean. This is Poloniex. This is MXC. Okay, MXC looks good. This is definitely a flag that's like trying to break out. You got to grind up and then the flag breaking out. Now, is it going to make an M? It's possible for it to make an M. So what you want to see is a break above the top right there at 16.7-ish. Nope. I wanted to do this. And make sure you stay above that line. Otherwise, it could do this and linger for a minute and then fail, and then that'll still be your M. Zoom out. This thing, I mean, it looks like it tried to bottom. And it seems to be working out so far. You definitely got overhead resistance right here. That's going to be support now. We broke above that. Right here. And I guess right there. In between that, it's going to be iffy. Probably nothing, honestly. You could maybe make the case. No, I don't really like anything else. HQZ said, what's the saying? Don't get the. Kevin Stone said, I bought Arrow at the bottom because of this channel. Nice. Let's go. Congrats, Kevin Stone. Feel free to donate, smash the like button, share the stream. HQZ said, oh, it's don't shoot the messenger. Never mind. I bought Arrow at the bottom because of Zach Humphreys, Kevin Stone. Giovanni said, sorry, yes, that. 1 year sweet chart. Giovanni said, oh, yes, I read that already. Marcos, SNAI, USDT. I'm looking at break above 13,901. You want to break above that, hold, and then eventually your really big point of contention is going to be this 1675 level. You want to break above that, hold above it, and then hopefully eventually just start closing above these lines. These lines are points of interest, points of contention, basically points of previous price action. Anywhere where there's established reaction, like a bounce, a support bounce, or resistance, support, resistance, support, anything like that. That's what these lines are. So I don't know if it's psychological, I don't know if it's bots, I have no idea, but it seems to work relatively decent amount of time. I'd say like 70-80% of the time these lines have a reaction, but they're still at 20%. You're about to get a potential bullish cross on your RSI and the moving average. You were very recently incredibly overbought, so you might be in for a prolonged cool-off period. So don't be upset if that happens. It all depends on how the market goes. If the market continues to push,